character. Zelda.
Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, we'll be checking out PTS Temari. She's a versatile cover fire character who has good priority, setups, and excels above the rest in the neutral game. She has the hardest infinite out of all of the PTS characters. Personally, I think she has the hardest infinite in the game, but you could determine that for yourself. Let's check her out. So the thing they should keep in mind about her combos is that they all take a total of 8 button presses to finish. The neutral combo has the fewest options, within it being like 5 total options. Her down combo has 8 options, while her up combo has 11. So you'll oftentimes see yourself using her down and her up combo the most because they have the most options available and her up combo does the most damage. She also has a extended stun. It's a good amount of time that stuns the enemy for, so you have enough time to do like an ultimate jutsu or a regular jutsu if you like. Another thing to know about Temari is that she has a bunch of tag extensions, meaning that anywhere in her combo she could jump and throw a tag and continue that combo. This is true for every hit in her combo except for the 7th hit of her down and up combo. Another thing to mention is that she could practically convert all of her attacks into air combos, so meaning like she could jump and transfer into an air combo out of any hit except for the hits inside of her neutral combo. PTS Temari also has one of the more practical guard manipulations in the game. Not only is it easy to do, it's at the end of your combo, so you're able to extend your combo into more damage as long as your opponent's blocking. It's like a quick knowledge check, and since it's at the end of your combo, you're not losing much, so it doesn't hurt to do. She also has really smooth jutsu conversions, so on your 3rd hit and on your 6th hit of your up combo, she can convert into a jutsu. And we'll be covering why this is valuable later on. Similar story to the tag extensions, so she could pretty much do a ultimate jutsu cancel wherever she wants within her combo, except for the 7th hit of her neutral combo and the 7th hit of her up combo. If you're performing this trick, one thing you'll notice is that you won't apply full damage to your opponent if you're doing a ultimate jutsu cancel. So one thing you can do is, while performing the up combo, during the 6th hit of the combo, you can ninja move outside of it, then perform a ultimate jutsu and that will apply full damage. So this isn't really talked about enough, but she has a lot of guard break conversions, meaning that she's able to perform a guard break pill without your opponent being able to counter. This is really good for resetting combos, getting out of sticky situations, or leading into a conversion of something else. PTS Temari has a pill assisted infinite in her down combo, which is frame perfect. Even if you don't get the timing right, you're still going to have attack priority, and in that case, the only option that your opponent has is to counter. I'm sure by now you noticed the words at the top which are defining what a infinite and assisted infinite are. So my question for you is, do you think those guard break conversions are infinites given that they are true strings? Let me know in the comments below. Now let's move on to what makes her infinite so hard, and why I think it's the hardest in the game. PTS Temari's infinite requires you to control multiple strict variables other than just positioning, which is going to sound a bit complicated at first, but just hang in there. Her infinite requires you to set your opponent airborne and reset yourself to the ground. Then juggle them while maintaining precise timing until dropping them to the ground within your combo at a set distance before that window expires. Now finally, you'll have to set them airborne again before moving past the 4th hit in your combo. I know this is a bit of a wordy response, but I wanted to make the case on why I think this is the hardest infinite in the game, but more on that later towards the end of the video. The cool thing about PTS Temari's air combo is that it stun locks people briefly, which doesn't seem very usable, but with precise timing you could pull off tricks like this. And speaking of stun locks, her jutsu and her tilt allows for you to stun lock your opponent. Starting with her jutsu, one thing that I noticed is that her jutsu would only hit a certain amount of times on guard and on the health. It can also be cancelled, so around 10 hits is where I usually would cancel the jutsu and transition into an ultimate jutsu or team ultimate. Another thing to note is that walls are Temari's jutsu's best friend because it will stun lock them earlier. Now let's move on to Temari's tilt. So that also stun locks, so her early stun lock doesn't stun very long, and the later one stuns the longest, allowing for you to perform a ultimate or a team ultimate. If you're having trouble with this, make sure you click the attack action and switch at the same time to get the stun lock. A couple of things to note about her grab is that it initiates a strike back and it has deceptive range, so it's not as long as it looks. She does have an instant guard break, and she can perform the phantom hit tech as well. Two things to note about Temari's projectiles is that it sends out the most amount of projectiles off of one button press, and her standard shurikens does more than her chakra shurikens. Now let's move on to what makes PTS Temari special. So her and adult Temari both have the best landing frames and clash recovery frames in the game. So what this means is when Temari is guard manipulated and she lands on the ground, she's able to perform an action faster than everyone else in the game. And Kaguya, she has the worst landing frames in the game, so I'll be using these two as a comparison. And the best way to test landing frames is to show you who could guard first after being guard manipulated. Let's take a look at it slowed down. And as you can see, Temari wins this battle. And same goes for clash recovery. Kaguya has the worst in the game and both Temaris has the best. So this is just who could perform an action off of a clash the fastest. Let's take a look. My thoughts on PTS Temari is that I think she is one of the better PTS characters in the game. She has good priority due to her range and her recovery speed. The funny thing about PTS Temari is that she's actually on the bad side of the first hit speed, with her first hit being 6 frames, so it's really bad. You could think most people have 4 frames, 4 or 5. Temari has 6, the worst being like 8 frames. But anyway, you wouldn't think that she'd have such good priority, but she does because of her range and the recovery speed. And I do think she has the hardest infinite in the game because she has to control multiple variables that are strict. Maybe PC and PlayStation players can make this work online. I recently played over there and the connection is phenomenal. But on Xbox, yeah, you could pretty much kiss this infinite goodbye because it's not even worth going for due to the connection. And to those who like a challenge, so the first person to hit this infinite 3 times in a row, clip it and send it to me on Discord. I'll send you a reward and pin your name in the comments below so you guys know who hit it first. Great, now let's move on to what the community thinks about this character.
Wow! Incredible!